Hey y'all, this is Ramblin Chris. I'm prepping for a 9-day motorcycle trip tomorrow. Let's talk about what I'm taking. First up, we got the tools to make repairs on the road. Nothing ruins a great trip like getting stranded. First up, I have this multi-tool. I carry this on my bike everywhere I go. It has a variety of hex heads, Allen keys, torque bits, all made to adjust things or tighten up things that you will commonly have to touch. Kind of like your clutch cables or your mirrors. I also have this one here. Has needle noses and wire cutters, as well as things like a bottle opener or can opener. I also carry this electrical wire and wire nuts. Nothing ruins a trip like a pinched wire. Not going to be the prettiest repair, but it's not about being pretty. It's about getting out of there. Now naturally, we also have some specific box head wrenches, crescent wrench, screwdriver, because actually none of these multi-tools will actually take off the lens of my headlight to replace the bulb if it would blow. I also carry JB cold weld, zip ties, and duct tape. All universal repair tools. They'll fix just about anything. And as far as our tires, got our tire gauge, because you should be checking that before any ride anyhow. Also have your tire plug kit. While there's debate on whether they're actually safe for motorcycle use, it's still better to just limp along on a tire than to have to push the bike because you can't drive it. Now that we know our bike is still going, we're going to need to add some things to keep us going. Some kind of snack for the road is something that'll help you keep your energy. After all, when you crank up the miles, your body sure takes a beating. When you pick a snack, something with high protein is usually best. Now don't forget to bring your first aid kit. First aid kit should be able to take care of any of your injuries, from something as simple as bug bites and scrapes to more complex such as sprains or breaks. Remember, put in some of these rubber gloves. You can pick latex, vinyl, nitrile, whatever you want. They're actually multi-purpose. They're great for first aid, especially if you have to help out a buddy who's bleeding. They'll also keep the grease off your hands in the case you gotta do repairs. Now, while that may not seem like a big deal, you don't want grease inside your gloves. Because let's be honest, that's not going to lead to a very pleasant ride. And also, if it gets cold, you can actually use these as liner inside of your gloves. Surprisingly, they actually keep your hands warm if it dips below what you were expecting. Another great multi-purpose item is actually your bandana. It's great for first aid. You can use it as a tourniquet, as a sling, or a compression bandage. Also, you can use it to keep your face warm, or to keep the wind off your face if you're doing some highway traveling. Now, one other gear you're probably going to want is things like charging cables for your electronics, such as your phone, your GPS, whatever. Little tip though, you're going to have a lot more fun if you don't use the stuff. Now, if you do got to charge it, if you don't have an auxiliary port, you're probably going to want something like one of these here. This plugs into your battery charging cable, and actually got a USB port. Charge everything up real nice. You also might want to bring some locks. Like this one, if your bike's like mine, this is actually how you lock your forks with a padlock. Also, a lock like this, great for locking your helmet to your bike. For any time like you're going in somewhere to eat, or you got to go in the gas station for a while. Whatever. And finally, some rain gear. This here is a full rain suit, both jacket and pants. Now this here is actually a poncho. Fits all in this little egg-like thing here. This rolls up real nice. You can just clip it on to your belt or into your gear. You can just toss it on if it starts raining. Probably not the best thing to try and ride in though. Now me personally, when I travel, I like to camp versus using something like a hotel. So obviously I bring things like my tent, sleeping bag, ground pad, pillow, and a tarp, which is also another nice multi-purpose item. You can put that under your tent, trying to keep water from coming up. You can cover your stuff up, or you can even just make a lean-to. Now also, I'm bringing some rope, some flashlights, spare batteries, fire starters, a shovel, your hatchet, and a mess kit. And I'll show you how I use all this in some future videos. As far as clothes, I just usually bring about 2 changes. I mean, you're camping, it's alright. If it's a little dirty, and if it's too dirty for you, you can always just swing by a laundromat. Now don't skimp on socks though. I mean, they're going to get dirty. You don't want to wear those multiple days. And if your feet are wet, it's just going to lead to a bad time. Now, some of you might think that you need motorcycle specific gear or a touring bike to do this type of traveling, but you don't. I just use this backpack I got, and I just strapped that to the sissy bar on my Sportster. I mean, come on, it's a small bike. It'll fit. It's no big deal. You can tour in just about anything as long as you figure out how you're going to strap it on. And there we go. The bag's all packed up. All that's left to do is put her on the bike in the morning and we're ready to roll. This has been Ramblin' Chris, getting ready to ramble.